Once you've joined the Ale Association, there are some additional quests that are unlocked, which are available here from Jónar in the Thorin's Inn tavern. The inn. Unfortunately, you have to do them all individually first before they're available all in one go. So we're going to run through those individual quests. The first one is to pick up some recipes from around the Shire. The first of which is at Waymeet. When you've got all of these quests in one go, you can do all these at once, which does mean for rather less travelling about. But the first time you've got to go do them one by one, or two by two after this one, I believe. And if you look at a map, you can see where they are, all spread about the Shire. And here's the first one. These are quite a fun series of quests. It is worth just reading through the story of it all, of the permanent battle between the Inn League and the Ale Association. So the Ale Association are essentially the dwarvish beer faction, and the Inn League are the hobbit beer faction. It's a moderately friendly rivalry, I think. There's no killing involved anyway, so that's apart from slugs and things. Right, the next one is in the library of the Smiles at Duckburgh. Just around the corner here. I'm just going to port back to Michael Delving to get to the stable master, just to speed this up. Fast travel in the Shire is a lot better than it used to be, as a few months ago this wouldn't have been an option because there weren't as many fast travel options, but now we can just zip across to Stock. And this recipe is just in the garden here. And then we'll go to Brock and Borings. And the final recipe is in the watch office. And then we go back to Thorin's Hall. And back into the tavern here. That's the first quest done. Then we have 2 quests that we can do. So this is both persuading people to switch allegiances and then go and smash some kegs in the Shire. These 2 quests are fairly mutually exclusive territory wise, which is a little bit unfortunate. And we have a little bit of slow pony time now as we travel around the dwarvish part of Eridluin. I hope at some point that LOTRO adds some more fast stables in Eridluin, as it really is quite difficult to travel around quickly here. And here we are down at Dogland. You don't have to wait for the guy to stop talking to mock him. And that's done. I'm off to Gondomon. And our man is just up here. again 3 times. Right, there's one more at needle hole, but we'll go and do that in a little bit. Just going to use my return to camp skill to get to the party tree in the Shire. If you're not running a hunter or you're not set up, of course, you may need to use some other method to travel around. And here's the first of the kegs, just here. And again, you can see the kegs are all scattered around the Shire. So we go off for a ride again. So this first time running through these quests, it's a little bit long-winded. When you do this run again in the future, after this first time, you can do all of these at one time, which does really speed the whole process up somewhat. Right, so the first one is in Bywater. Yep. And the Green Dragon. I'm not sure I approve of all this beer smashing, to be honest. Frogmorton is the next place. Just off to the floating log. And there's a keg. It's off to Woodall next. When you're over level, this really is all very straightforward. If you were being attacked by the mobs, it would be a little bit more complicated. Three more to go. That's Budgeford next. And then stock. And I'm going to port back to Mickle Delving, but you could use a Stable Master, of course. And into the Burden Baby. Where the keg is downstairs. I'm just going to port back to Mickle Delving because I can. And then we'll Stable Master up to Needlehole. And here we have the final person to convince. This guy gets a bit of a slapping. And then we're back to Thorin's Hall again. And these two quests in. Back into the inn. And we hand these two in. Then we have another quest to do. This one's fairly straightforward. This is picking up some ingredients for his special brew. So we're back to Mickle Delving. Let me mount up. Where we need to pick up some ingredients from Sanderson's farm, then some swamp gas from the Rushock Bog, and then finally some slugs, which unfortunately not slugs from the Rushock Bog, which would be handy because we're there, but from near to Culloden. So we just have to get a chicken egg, there we go, from there. Not sure if it'd be quicker to just port back to Mickle Delving and Stable Master up to Needlehole. There's probably not too much in it. Or just ride up. Looks like a beautiful day in the Shire. Always like the sky effects in LOTRO. Very impressive. And here's the swamp gas up by Needle Hole. Just pick up 5 of these. I'm going to port back to Michel Delving. And up to the stable master. And over to Colomdim. Just hop off because the slugs are just down here. And that's all of the ingredients. So we'll just port back to Thorin's Hall again. You can stable master, of course. And back into the inn again. And we hand this quest in. Now we have the final one, the special delivery, which if you have happened to use your return to camp skill set to the party tree, becomes very straightforward, or you could use a homestead stable master as well to go straight here. There is a 30-minute time limit for this. This can't be just picked up and forgotten about. And then we load off our stink bomb, and it's as simple as that. And we just port straight back to Thorin's Gate. If you stand there, you'll faint. And back into the inn again. That final quest really is quick, which is nice. Especially during festivals, where there's often stuff at the party tree. It's one just to drop in quickly if you haven't got time to do other things. And that's it. That is the 5 quests there. And when you come back tomorrow, you can pick them all up at one time, which does make this all much more straightforward. That's all. Thanks for watching.